Being interfered with. Hi everybody, Linda over here at my quirky quarter acre. So I've got my sourdough starter out warming up to room temperature, and I'm going to try the English muffin recipe from Andrea at VW Family Farms again. I tried it yesterday. My dough came out way too wet, and I ended up with more like a pancake than a muffin. So I think what I'm going to do this time, since my starter apparently has more water in it than hers did, I'm going to put the flour in first and then just add enough water to make the dough the right consistency and see how that comes out. This is my ginger ale, which is a little too sweet for me, so I'm going to let it ferment just a little more so it won't be quite so sweet. Let that bubbly stuff in there eat up a little bit more of that sugar. I planted celery, celeriac, thyme, and chamomile in these trays. So far I don't see any sprouts, but it'll probably take a while for those. I wanted to get the herbs started early because I want to put those in a large container and keep them separate from the main garden. Basil that I transplanted from the plant that I dug up and brought in for the winter could be looking better, but they've just been transplanted, so I'm not sure how they're going to do. We'll see. If they die, it won't be a huge loss. It was just an experiment. These are coleus. We had a big pot with coleus and begonia that sat on the porch for most of the summer. It was a nice shady spot, so they did pretty well. I brought this, brought the pot in for the winter, and I noticed that it was getting a little scraggly, so I trimmed off a bunch of the coleus and put some of them in the little peat pellets and some of them in water to see which one rooted better, and they all rooted really well, and so now I've got begonia and coleus starts for when the weather warms up. I got this nice big pot at the dollar store the other day. I think I'll plant some flowers in there. You want to say hello, Miss Tiffany? No, she's not talking. She's unimpressed. Ow! Didn't we just do this? What you doing over here, BB? Say hello to the YouTube people. No, I can't get anybody to talk this morning. The new batch of ginger ale is coming along. Today we are doing sweet potato starts. Okay, they're cutting in the box. Let's see what they do. I have a couple of little sprouts already. It's Wednesday, the 29th of January, and it's not terribly cold, but it has been raining all day. So I'm just going to wrap up this week's journal. So in the middle of next week, we're supposed to have a day that's about 60 and one that may be as high as 64 degrees. And in that case, if that happens, I'm going to get out here and pull these row covers off completely so that I can get a good look at what's under there. Y'all know my garlic has been pushing up those row covers. There's the elephant garlic, and there's the other garlic, and you can see how tall that's getting. But there are lots of other things under there as well, which you may not be able to see, but there are lots of green leaves under there, and I honestly don't really remember what all it is, so I'm going to have to get in there and find out. I'm also going to need to be down here doing some soil prep in the next few days because in about 3 weeks it's going to be time to plant peas.